Hi, I'm Movie Man Eric Houston, and this is Every Movie Ever, the show where we're watching every movie ever made. Guess what? I like movies. That is both a true thing about me and the movie that I watched today. Yes, there could probably not be a more aptly titled movie for Every Movie Ever than Chandler Levick's 2022 film, I Like Movies. And let me tell you something, I like movies. All right, and enough of this nonsense. I Like Movies is a coming of age story about a young man named Lawrence who is struggling with some grief, with some loss in his family, and with just being in high school, which is hard on its own. And he's obsessed with movies, and so he gets a job at a video rental store. And this movie is charming as all get out. I really enjoyed it. And I really enjoyed the movie's central relationship between Lawrence and the manager of the video store, Alana, and how she, as a woman in her 30s whose career has not worked out the way that she wanted it to, relates to this sometimes very bratty high school boy who can be lazy and obstinate and arrogant about that movies in the way only a high school cinephile can be. In watching this movie, I was really struck by something, which is that when I was in high school, I mean, I was probably a bit of a Lawrence, and as a film viewer in high school, I probably would have really related to Lawrence. Not just because I liked movies, but because I often had an easier time relating to adults than I did to people my own age. But watching the movie now, I could not relate more to Alana and her jaded experience anymore if I tried. This movie really smartly, I think, skirts a lot of cliches. When you hear the pitch, oh, this is a movie about a young boy's coming of age as he works at a video store, it sounds very rompy. It made me immediately think of the movie The Way, Way Back, where a young boy has his coming of age at a water park with its zany employees. And Way, Way Back's movie I actually like quite a bit. But I liked that this movie was much more down to earth, was much more emotionally honest and grounded. It's a movie that doesn't have any illusions about Lawrence. It's sort of, it admits very readily that Lawrence is sort of an annoying character, but it uses that and it makes it part of the narrative and part of the character growth. The movie was written and directed by, I want to say this as right as I can, Chandler Levick, and I thought she did a fantastic job. I think the writing is really top notch, and I think the directing is too. I'm really looking forward to seeing what other movies she has coming out over the next couple of years, because, like I say, this one, honest is, it's a word I've already used, and it's the word that I think best describes I Like Movies. It's a movie that likes movies. It's a movie that celebrates that sort of a thing, but also just really is interested in spending time with its characters. It never goes too far with anyone. I don't think it ever misunderstands its characters. And I don't think that it ever, really devolves into being the sort of movie that I thought it was going to be and that maybe you think it is. Very great, very, very good movie. I was going to say it, I'll say it. Very great movie. I Like Movies, 4 stars.